Good evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you're listening in today. My name is Debbie Nwangwa, and welcome to what we believe is the most amazing opportunity in the entire world. So somebody's thought enough of you to invite you along to listen in, and we're going to share the presentation with a few different speakers so that you can hear lots of different backgrounds, not just one person. So my background was actually in the oil and gas industry. I've been in that industry for over 10 years when I looked at this opportunity 6 years ago. Absolutely loved my job in my early 20s before the children came along. But when they came along, things changed and my job got less and less appealing. And that was because as my children got older, they needed me a lot more. So basically, they had been in full-time education, so from the age of 3 months old. So that was dropping them off at 8 o'clock in the morning and picking them up at 6 o'clock at night. So as they became older, as I said, they needed me more and I couldn't be there. So I missed sports days. I missed all of the things that happened in the daytime because my job was so demanding. So when I looked at this 6 years ago, we just had the amazing news that our son had passed the entrance exam to a private school that we always wanted the boys to go to. But the problem was that we couldn't afford for even one child to go there completely. So my mother-in-law was paying for half of those fees, and obviously we've got two children, so I couldn't do for one and not the other. So I knew I needed to find something that was going to fit alongside my 50, 60-hour week at work. So I was really stuck in terms of finding something that would be that flexible part-time income. So I found Forever really, really lucky for me at the right time. So I got started straight away and started to build up a small customer base. And then it's gone on to give me a massive global business. And that's because I followed exactly what you're going to see this evening. So as I said, my background was in the oil and gas industry. I didn't know anything about this, but I've learned it all along the way. So in 6 years, the business has now given us an amazing lifestyle that I never would have dreamed of. It was never part of the plan to leave work, but I was able to do that shortly after starting with the business. And that's because my income in Forever was giving me much more than my 10, 11-year career. Now my husband has actually given up his full-time career in IT as well. So we are both now those parents that get to be there for the boys. You know, if there's a rugby match on in the middle of the day, we're able to just run our business around the boys' schedule. So when they're off on holiday, so are we. So it's that time freedom, and that's something that I never ever imagined would happen when I looked at this opportunity. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass you over to Mandy, who's going to take you through the background to our company. Are you there, Mandy?
Hi Debbie, yeah, thanks for that. Um, Good evening everybody. My name is Mandy Peters, as Debbie just said, and it's my absolute pleasure to bring you the first part of this presentation. So just to give you a bit of my background, I actually got introduced to network marketing about 5 years ago. And at the time that I got started because we had just moved from the UK to Australia, and finding work to fit in with my children was proving to be quite difficult. So once I took a look at it, it just made sense to me and I got started. And I built up a nice little customer base, which gives me a nice little extra income. But now I'm in a position where I can help others build significant incomes. So we are Forever Living Products, and our company was established in 1978. And it was founded by this gentleman you see here on the screen, Rex Morn. So we have a turnover of 2.8 billion and we have income generating assets of 1.5 billion, and those are mainly in bricks and mortar. So we're a cash rich and debt free company, and we actually operate in over 160 countries. So what this means for you is if you decide to come on board with us, is that you can do business in all of those countries without even going there. Now, it's been in Australia since 1978, and Australia right now is seeing some tremendous soaring growth. So why the global success? So we take the combined power of a network and home-based business owners working from home, wherever they are in the world, and we actually purchase the products directly from Forever, and we simply supply the products direct to the customer. So we're the middleman, and we also present the potential of the business opportunity, which is what you're actually taking a look at right now. So the benefits of team marketing. With team marketing, it allows you to earn an uncapped income, so nobody is going to tell you how much you can or you can't earn. And it's also willable. So God forbid anything should happen to anyone, you can actually leave this in your will to your children. So you can work this business however you choose, whether it's part-time, maybe you're a stay-at-home parent, or maybe you're working full-time but you need an extra income. You can fit this business into the nooks and crannies of your time. So now there's plenty of full training and support, and most of this is done online, which makes it very easy for you. But don't take this for granted either, as many teams do not have this incredible support in place. So goals. You decide your goals. We're not going to tell you what you need to achieve. You decide your goals, and we'll sit you down and we'll look at your goals, and we'll show you in the system where you need to be and what you need to do to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. So the opportunity to build globally. So as I mentioned earlier, we operate in over 160 countries. So you have the opportunity to build a global business from your living room, especially with the technology we have in place for you. And we are continuing to add more and more countries on all the time, which is really exciting. So recognition, there's plenty of recognition, there's prizes and fun, which is the best part of this business. How many 9-to-5 jobs give you a pat on the back and reward you on a day-to-day basis? So what do? We simply use the products. So you basically become your own best customer. You'll find that most of the products we have you will be using anyway, just a different brand. So you just use the products so you can experience them for yourself, and so that you can actually recommend them to others, because then obviously it's easier to talk to others about them. So what you then do is you talk to others about the benefits and your experiences with the products. And because they're consumable, these customers are going to come back to you time and time again. So you'll develop about 20 to 30 regular customers, and then if you wish, you can actually build a team. So if you're looking at earning maybe a part-time income or replacing your full-time income, then we will help you talk to people about the opportunity, and also help you find your first 5 key people, and we will simply show you how to work the business cycle. Then what we will do is we'll help you coach your team and do exactly the same. So we'll coach them to develop 20 to 30 customers and also help them find their 5 key people. So here it is. This is the simple business cycle that we just mentioned. So you get registered, and we will help you get registered, and this gives you a license to do the business in all of those 160 countries that we're currently operating in. And then you're going to set a goal. So we don't set that for you, you set your own goal. And we'll simply sit you down and just ask you a few questions like, how much do you want to earn? How quickly do you want to earn it? And how much time do you have to work your business? And we will work it out for you and show you exactly what you need to do within this simple business cycle. And then what we will do is we will help you contact the people that you care about. It might be that you've got family, friends that need some of these products for whatever reason, or maybe they need to earn an extra income. And we'll simply show them what you saw in the beginning. And we can do that over a coffee or a glass of wine, or we can send them a quick 5-minute video to watch. There are many ways we can show them what we do. And if they're interested, we will show them the business presentation, which is exactly what you're watching right now. So we can do this many different ways. As I said, we can do it over the internet or even in person too. And then what we'll do is we'll help them put a plan in action if that's what they choose to do. So it all comes down to one thing really, and that's your why. So the reason why you're taking a look at this business presentation. Maybe you want to travel, maybe you haven't had a family holiday for many years, or it could be the lifestyle. Many people now don't have the right balance. They either are earning lots of money and have no time, or they have lots of time and no money. Or it could be that you want a nice new flash car on the driveway, or maybe 2, or maybe 3. But there's also self-development in this business as well. So if you're sat there thinking right now there's got to be more to life, what do I want to do, then this business surely does develop you in more ways than one. Pensions. Pensions nowadays, I don't know about you, but I'm in my mid-40s and I'm thinking, is there really going to be a pension when I actually retire? And time goes by so quickly now, it's quite scary that it will be creeping up on us before we know it. And I know that the typical 9-to-5 job is not going to pay me enough, for my retirement to, give me a substantial amount. It could be that you want financial freedom. How incredible would that be? So this is an example of what your working week would look like. So that is you there on the left-hand side, and you have 10 hours a week to work your business. You could be doing that around your full-time job. It's very easy to find 10 hours a week, if I'm totally honest. Most people watch the TV in the evenings for a couple of hours. You know what you could do? You could just give up watching TV for a couple of years. It's pretty easy, as it's pretty rubbish half the time anyway. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Let's say you have a retailer in your team working extremely part-time who's doing 5 hours a week. And then you could have a business builder who has a few team members, and combined they are putting in 20 hours between them. And then you've got another business builder who has a few team members, and combined they're putting in 30 hours a week between them. And then you could have a business developer. Now, this would more than likely be someone who has maybe lost their income due to redundancy, and they're putting in about 60 hours a week combined with their team. So collectively, all in all, that's 125 hours, and that's including you. Now, Forever will pay you directly, so directly from the company on the whole turnover. And then simply we'll teach what you've done. So simply to use the products, develop 20 to 30 customers, find 5 key people, and then we coach to duplicate. So we keep it very simple. So that's my part of the presentation done. So thank you for listening to my part. And now what I would like to do is hand over to an incredible lady who is building a huge, huge business. And she is one of the top #1 income earners in the UK and Europe. So without further ado, please welcome Claire Spencer.
What an amazing welcome. Thank you so much, Mandy. So as you can hear, I am not Australian, and I've never been to Australia, but it's on our goal board to come over. So I've built an incredible business all around the world, and I just want to demonstrate to you how it works. So as I said, I've not been to Australia, yet we've got a phenomenal team over there. I went to school with a girl who ended up moving away quite some distance, about 3 hours away from me, and she ended up working in a company with a lovely lady called Melanie, and she's Australian. She'd moved over to the UK, and she's got a lot of connections, friends and family back in Australia, got working with me, and that is how we've got such a strong Australian team. So think about, whilst I talk to you about the different incomes, have a think about, who do I know around the world, or who do I know that knows people around the world? Because you can seriously have a global business from your computer, your iPhone, your smartphone, whatever you're using, from the comfort of home. So I got started with Forever 8 years ago. The reason I got started was because I needed a bit of extra income. I'm from the care industry, so I was looking after children as a childminder, and we needed more money. We simply couldn't make do on what our income was bringing in, so I was looking at extra jobs. The things I was looking at was bar work and waitressing work and early morning cleaning, but I didn't want to give up my evenings and weekends, and I'm not a very good early morning person, so cleaning a block of offices at 5 AM really wasn't on my agenda. So all we needed really was sort of $300 to $600 dollars per month, and that would have helped us clear a bit of debt, help pay the mortgage, and maybe have a little fun money for the family. So I was open to looking at things. I was shown by a friend this opportunity at the school gates. I was totally sceptical. I didn't believe in it whatsoever, but out of courtesy, I went along and had a look with her. But what I could see was a way of earning those few $100s. I couldn't see past that. I couldn't see any of the big incomes. Things like that don't happen to people like me. So I got started, and with lots of support and help, I started to grow a business. And within 10 weeks, I was earning an extra $2,000 per month. So for us as a family, that made a huge difference. It meant that we went on our first holiday abroad. We couldn't afford to take the kids on a plane because the money was so tight. There was always something else happening. The car needed work, or we needed to replace the washing machine. Those things always took preference. So we could start to have fun as a family. A couple of friends decided they wanted to join me. So I was like, okay, I don't know how on earth I'm going to coach you, but I've got lots of help. So we all worked together. And what happened was I had a few team and I taught them how to look after some customers. And that turned me into a business leader. So that business leader income grew to an extra $3,000 per month. Again, I was working this very flexibly part-time around my childminding and around my kids. That enabled me to sack my boss there and then. I decided I love Forever. I love what it can give me. I'm totally hooked, and I can make more of this if I apply more time. So I did leave my job. It was a very scary but exciting time. And because of that, I could put more energy into my business. Again, I still work part-time now, but it was more focused. So now I have lots and lots of team within our group who are business leaders themselves. They have groups of people underneath them and they teach them to find new customers. So then you jump into that business developer income, and this is where you can start to enjoy a six-figure income, which is completely life-changing. And you've just heard from Debbie, who started off this presentation. Her and I are both enjoying a fantastic six-figure income, which has completely changed our lives. My husband's quit his job. We've moved into a beautiful 17th century thatched farmhouse in the English countryside, and we give a lot of time and energy to our children. They don't have to go to childminders or anything because we're always working. So it's a really beautiful, time-free environment that we've created for ourselves. So I want to talk to you about how you are going to earn that extra income. A little bit of company jargon to start you off with, because this is a global opportunity. Forever like to give a universal currency, so we're all speaking the same language. So obviously you guys over there are dollars, we're pounds over here. So in dollars, this is for you, 1cc. Now a case credit, 1cc, is a volume of product. At the bottom there, each product has a point system allocated to it. A group of products make up one case credit. So at wholesale, which is the price that you will buy the products at, $224. When you retail those and recommend those on to friends and family, you're going to actually sell those on at $346. So you're making that profit, which goes straight into your back pocket. We're going to help you by retailing the products. We're going to help you by recruiting team members as well to help you build up a really nice pot each month of case credits, which is going to pay you a fabulous income. How we get you started is we simply get our business owners box. We're going to hear a little bit more in detail about that later on, but this box enabled me to find out about the products, about aloe vera. I didn't have a clue about how they worked. I didn't really know about natural health care. I didn't know a thing about marketing, so they gave me all the literature I needed. Now, when I started my childminding business, it cost me $6,000 to get started. I had to baby-proof the house, I had to go on courses, I had to buy loads of insurances, and it was a fortune. And I ended up not enjoying it. I didn't want to do it for the rest of my life. So for this box here, it was incredible. I had a business handed to me, and I could dive in straight away and make money quickly. So you get a 35% discount on all of your products immediately, or a 35% profit. And when my friends joined me, I got paid $125 as well extra. So for me, it was like, wow, I'm starting to earn within the first few days of my business. Now, most people start this because they want to earn at least $400 per month, because then it's a viable business, isn't it? That's going to start to make a little bit of difference into your lives. So what do? We work with friends and family. We look at people that we want to work with. We're going to help you over 2 consecutive months. So it could be December, January, it could be July, September, I forgot the months then. So we're going to help you over 2 months. We're going to help you do 25 case credits in your business. The beauty is it's not you on your own. It's not you just retailing to customers. So let's say 3 of your friends joined you, and we're just going to simply coach you and your 3 friends how to do a basic 4 case credits a month. That's through recommending the products, through building a team, but also anything you use as a family at home, those points go towards what you need. So there's 4 of you doing 4. In month 1, that's 16. Do the same again in the second month and you've smashed it. You've done your 25. Once you hit that, you never ever go down. The only way is up. What happens now is you get a pay rise straight away. So you'll see on the screen there, remember before when you joined me, you were 35%. That's what profit margin you got. As a supervisor, it goes up to 38%, an immediate pay rise. But your new people will always start at the same level that you first started. Everyone starts at the same 35%. So forever, look at how much turnover your assistant supervisor has done, your new person, and they will pay you 3% of all of that turnover. And that comes from Forever's profits. They're paying you like a teacher to coach and support your team. It never comes from that team member. They just use the figures to work out how much to pay you. So if you've got 3 to 5 people in your team, you're going to be earning around about $430 per month. Don't forget, you've got your own customer orders on top of that. So it could be $100-200 extra on top. Plus, when you recruit somebody now, they give you $144 because you're more experienced. You know more. You can help them quickly. So Forever give you a pay rise to recruit people as well. So let's say as a supervisor in the next maybe 4, 6, 8 weeks, we can help you earn an extra $400 to $600 per month. Sit back and think about that for a second. How would that impact on your life? What would you be able to do with that? And I've got lots of people that I work with who are able to just have more freedom. It opens doors. They can cut hours. It helps pay the rent. They can upgrade their car. There's lots of things that just a small extra income can help with. But if you want more, we simply help those in your team. So 75 case credits over 2 months gets you to the next position, assistant manager. But let's work smart. One of your friends will say to you, can I be a supervisor? Can I earn that kind of money? And we say, yes, of course. So we focus our attention on that person. We help them build a team. We help them boost their retail sales. We help them introduce more and more people. So now what happens is you've got a supervisor who's come through within your group, and you are going to get those 25 case credits that they needed to help boost you up to those 75. You're going to have another couple of people joining you. So as a collective team, you do that. You now get another pay rise to 43%. Your supervisor gets a pay rise, and you can see there all the different bonuses you get paid at different levels by coaching and supporting people. 10 to 15 people in your team now, and it gets exciting. It might be that you've only recruited 3 or 4, but your team is duplicating. It's growing. So now you're looking at an extra $1,000 plus per month. It starts to get really exciting. Manager, 120 case credits over 2 months. Don't forget, we're going to hold your hand through this process. Your supervisor becomes now an assistant manager. Those 75 go into that pot you need. You've got another supervisor who's popped through. These teams are buzzing. They're so excited because they've got promotions going on in their world. They're all individually earning their own extra incomes. Their lives are changing. 15 to 25 people in your team, you get a top whack 48% bonus. But also, if you're buying product for yourself to use at home, you get that at a 48% discount. I love sale shopping, so this is perfect. So now you're looking at a good $1,400 to $3,400 per month. This is more than the average basic income in the UK. How does it rate to your income over there in Australia? Imagine this on top of your income. You don't have to replace it. You don't have to be instead of. You could be earning a double income. What would that do for your lives? So this is when it gets exciting. This is when it starts to enter a new phase of business. You are a manager, and you're earning that $1,300 to $3,400 per month. Now, one of those friends that you introduced, let's call her Flo on the screen there, she comes on board and you're going to help her. You're going to coach and support and train her and help build her up to that manager position. The second she hits manager, you get another pay rise. You get paid 6% of the turnover of Flo's entire business. Again, this is from Forever's profits that's been generated by your team. It doesn't come from Flo. It's not taken from her. But they use the figures to work out what to pay you. This is that royalty income that Mandy talked about. This can be willed to your children. If you don't have children, you can will it to the cat's home. So this is such an exciting part, because I've now got a legacy to leave my kids. If anything happened to me, I know they're sorted for life. They have a 6-figure income coming in every single year to help them as they grow. I feel fantastic that I'm not leaving them with debt. To you, that's an extra 1,500. But Flo might recruit Joe. You can see the names have to match. But Flo might recruit Joe. Joe comes on board. Flo's going to have more interaction with Joe. She's going to be helping him direct. So she'll get 6%, but you still get 3% because of the knowledge that's filtered down. And of course, you're going to be helping Joe. So that's an extra $776. Then Mo comes on board. Mo could be in a completely different country. You get 2% of that. That's $517. Add that on to anyone who's not yet a manager. So you've now got a fabulous income of $4,000 plus per month. What are you going to be able to do with that kind of income? Now, this is just one line of managers. Just imagine if you created more. Well, I'll show you. 2 people that you help get to that position, that manager position, you're looking at $51,000 per year. Now, that is an above average income to get part-time. Soaring manager, you help 5 people get to that manager position. You've now locked in a 6-figure income. Just helping 5 people earn an extra few $1,000s per month to change their lives will completely change your world. Sapphire manager, I'm between Soaring and Sapphire at the moment, so it's a really exciting time for us as a family. 9 people that you've personally helped, an extra $200. And when you hit this level, you get an extra 1% bonus across the whole of your team. So that could be worth an extra $15,000, $20,000 per year, just on top for simply helping an extra person. Diamond Sapphire, 17. And Diamond Manager, 25 people that you might meet in the next few years, you help get to manager, you could be earning in excess of $600,000 per year. Now, I've got friends personally at every single one of these levels. I know it works. Put a 5-year plan in place to help 5 people a year get to manager. There's no reason why you can't be a Diamond Manager. I know I am. And I know Debbie is, and I know Mandy is, and I know all the other speakers you're going to hear tonight are. So why not you? An exciting thing is coming to Australia. So around the world, once a country has generated enough turnover, they can become part of the chairman's bonus pot. It's a big pot of money that the company, privately owned, put into this pot to give to people who are working their businesses hard. We don't have big sporting superstar advertisers or Beyonce and people like that advocating our products, because we feel that that's a big fat waste of money. But they know that we are out there talking to people, showcasing the products. We are the adverts, so we get paid back what that advertising cost would be. So if you're working hard on your business across the course of a year, you can hold one of these big fat checks. That's my husband and I up there in the corner there, Claire and Keith Spencer. That bonus paid for part of the deposit on our dream house. Without that bonus, that end of year bonus, there is no way that we would have been able to save the money in my childminding job to buy our dream house. This is the only way we've been able to do it. In the bottom left-hand corner, you can see Debbie and Martin with her 2 sons, and she got a whopping $163,000. Now, I know that they're looking for their dream house within the next few months, or 12 months. Again, that's going to help pay for that. You guys listening now, next year potentially could get your own chairman's bonus check as an extra bonus for helping people. And I know the guys on the call tonight are really excited by that. Other incentives. We have Forever to Drive. If you want to upgrade your car, oh my gosh, my car was a knackered old childminding wagon. It clunked when I turned right and it was rusty. I didn't feel sexy and sleek and businessy in that. So I wanted to upgrade my car. So I looked at the Forever to Drive incentive. And I knew I had to, over a certain period, 3-month period, hit a level within the business, a certain volume, and then they would pay me an extra income. And I did. And that's when I got an extra $10,000 per year to go towards a car. And we upgraded our cars. I feel gorgeous in my beautiful car now. We can help you do that too. There's also 2 fantastic holidays around the globe which you can qualify for. It's 5-star, you get spending money, top hotels all over the world. We're off to Dubai in I think it's 33 days that we're all going there, and it's all paid for by the company, complete luxury. We've been to Singapore, we've been to Mexico, we've been all over the world, and you guys can join us too. So you've heard from me, Mandy and Debbie. What I want to do is introduce a couple of ladies now who are going to share their journey with you. So I have got the amazing Charmaine and Catherine. So Charmaine, would you like to go first?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for that, Claire. My name's Charmaine Burke, and I've been with Forever now, probably coming up to about 3 years. I've spent a good part of that building my retail business. I first got into Forever, as I said, 3 years ago. I was introduced by a friend of mine over in the UK. I looked at the business because I was working 13 to 16-hour days. I was leaving home at 6 o'clock in the morning, getting home at anything between 6 and 9 at night, which was taking time away from my partner. When I seen the business presentation, I actually got to see what it could really do for myself and my family and my friends, and getting to spend time with them. So over the 3 years, I have built a really good retail business, and I've just over the last few months started to build worldwide and global to expand my business and help others do the same and earn a bit of extra money as I have done. Thanks, Claire.
Fantastic, and it's so exciting working with Charmaine. She's got some really big goals, and we're going to work over the next few months and years even to achieve them. We've got another lovely lady who's building a fantastic global business. Catherine, are you there, Catherine?
Hi, yeah, Claire, thank you. So as Claire said, my name's Kat, and I'm an area manager in the retail sector. And I'm also a really busy mum to my amazing and crazy daughter, who's 3. Last year, my family encountered a little bit of bad luck, shall we say. We had 3 pretty traumatic events. I had a serious car accident. My husband was made redundant, and our little girl was taken into hospital. So 3 things all in the first 3 months of the year, and it really opened my eyes to what's important and how life is really precious and unpredictable, and I actually really wanted more from it. So why Forever? So I saw the opportunity and the opportunity that Forever had, and I immediately knew that it could give me everything that a normal job just couldn't and isn't. I knew Forever would give me peace of mind financially and allow me time freedom to make the choices in life that are important, like being the mum at the school gate, which is something that I really want. My little girl starts school this year. So far, I'm on track to hit all my goals, and I've made incredible lifelong friends along the way as well. And I'm earning an extra income around everything else that I do. So family, friends, work, just doing it in the little pockets of time that I've got. The ethics in Forever also really drew me in. I love that it's a family-owned business and a family-run business, and that the support is always there when I need it. And I'm building a global business. So I've got business in the UK and in Australia. I absolutely love what I do, and the fact that absolutely anybody can do this business, no matter what their background. So thank you, Claire. If I can do this business, anybody else can as well.
You're building a fabulous business, and it's amazing working with you. And I love getting to know everybody, getting to meet new people. It's just simply stunning. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you over to the amazing Kaya, who is originally from the UK but is now living in Australia, and she's going to tell you all about these fantastic products, because you've heard about the company, you've heard how to make the money, but what can these products do for you? So Kaya, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Thank you so much, Claire. As Claire said, my name is Kaya, and yes, I'm originally from the UK, but I've lived here in Australia for over 11 years now. I have been with Forever for just 7 months. I joined July last year, 2016, when I was faced with a decision about returning to the workforce after having my son. So my background is mental health and disability, but in the management side of things. I loved my job, I really, really did, but it's incredibly full on. It was very, very stressful, and the pay really did not reflect the workload. So I just didn't want to return to that industry. I wanted a job where I could finish my day and come home to my family and switch off from work, and I knew that going back into that sector just wasn't going to offer that. So when I was presented with the Forever opportunity, it was an absolute no-brainer. I now run my business flexibly around my son. The financial potential far exceeds any possible income within the community sector. You know, wouldn't matter what level of manager I got to. So that's incredible. And mainly it's fun and it's not stressful. I'm making friends, I'm meeting new people, and I'm selling products that are simply amazing. So without further ado, it's my absolute pleasure to talk you through the next few slides about our products, which really are the backbone of our business. Okay, so the right marketplace. So when I looked at this business opportunity, I needed to know that there was a marketplace for the products and that there would be people who wanted to buy them and that I could help with these products. And of course, I was very, very pleased to see that that is absolutely the case, because these products really are for everyone and anyone, from babies to older people, men, women, and as you can see on there, we do have an animal range as well. So your pets, they get a look in as well. So the range covers weight management, sports performance, personal care, skincare, makeup, supplements, everything from toothpaste to cleaning products. So I knew that I'd be able to recommend these products to the people that I cared about. And I had started to use the products myself and already loved them, so I knew I'd be able to recommend them to others and they would like them as well. The marketplace really is huge. It's predicted to be the next $1 trillion industry, simply because everyone wants to look good and feel good and live longer and healthier lives. So why Forever? Why this company? Well, basically we are the #1 grower and producer of aloe vera and beehive based products. So if I was going to work with a company in this sector, then I wanted to do so with the best in the marketplace. And the quality is just so superior. We are free of genetic modification, we don't use insecticides or pesticides, and we do not use artificial fertilizers. And it's all hand harvested from the plant. So we use a process called cold pressing, which means that the product is kept alive as if it was still in the leaf. So we stabilize the aloe, just much like you would use lemon juice on a fruit salad to keep that fresh. Well, we use a natural fruit acid, and that process is actually patented, so no other company can use that process, which leads to us having this far superior quality product which no one can match. And for me, that gave me so much confidence in the products themselves and that I was working with the very best company. We also have lots of external accreditation. You can see on the bottom right hand corner of the slide there, we don't test on animals. We have the Halal, Kosher and Islamic Society approval, so anyone of different faiths and backgrounds can enjoy the products with confidence. And also down there we've got the Aloe Science Council stamp of approval. Now they test us every year to ensure our products meet their standards, and obviously we still do because we still have the stamp there, which is great. And finally at the bottom of the slide you can see that we have a 30-day money back guarantee. Now I was already loving these products, but it's great to see that that guarantee is there, because it gives me the confidence in the company that they know that if somebody for some reason didn't like a product, that they could get a full refund within that 30-day period. And you just don't get that from a high street store with these kinds of products. So once again, it just really reaffirmed my confidence in the company and the products, and that they actually do what they say they're going to do. Otherwise, the company still wouldn't be here, going on for nearly 40 years. Right, so starting my business. Well, okay, firstly I asked myself, am I going to use these products? Because I knew that I couldn't recommend a product that I don't love. And of course I fell in love with them and have absolutely no problem recommending them to everyone and anyone. So really I'm getting paid for simply sharing these products that I already love myself, which is fantastic. As you can see on this slide, there's 2 ways that you can become a business owner with Forever. Personally, I joined with the top box, and that's really my tools for the trade. It has everything in there to get started. It's got a huge range of products that you can see, as well as all the reading material that goes with it. And plus, it immediately gives you a 35% profit margin from when you join. Now, the second box below that it gives you a 15% profit margin because there's simply less products in there. Now, as I said, these really are the tools of our trade. So if you think about the money that other trades have to spend on their tools, that they need to do their job, take hairdressing, for example. A hairdresser spends, oh gosh, it would be in the thousands on several pairs of decent scissors and all the other implements that they need to buy to be able to do the best job that they can. Well, this box is our tool, and so I wanted to get the bigger box with the larger amount of products, and it allowed me to use as many products as I could from that box that I could then be able to recommend them on with integrity, because I knew what I was using and I could speak from real experience. And we really are a global business, as you've heard the other ladies say. So it means that when you join the business, you can immediately start selling products all around the world, which was perfect for me and so exciting because, as I said, being an English girl living in Australia, I'm already doing business here in Australia and in the UK and also in the States now as well. And I know, as you've heard from the other ladies, that they're all doing international business, which is really, really exciting. And Marketplace isn't just the company that you start in, it's all over the world. So I think that's pretty much everything from me. I could probably talk about the products for a long time, but I won't. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to hand over to Debbie to wrap up our presentation. Thank you.
Thanks, Kaya. That's fantastic. So you've heard about an amazing company. You've heard about the most generous marketing plan. And you've also heard about our amazing product base as well. So you're probably asking yourself, well, that's fine for them, but will it work for me? And I want to tell you that it absolutely will, but you have to take it seriously. It's like any other business. You know, you have to put the time and the effort that's required to becoming successful. I know people that have gone into conventional businesses that they haven't even paid themselves in their first year or two of business just to kind of break even on what the outgoings were for that business. You know, for me personally, it took me a matter of weeks to get my money back, and then I was in complete profit. So that for me just gave me lots and lots of confidence that I could not only help other people, but also I was helping myself as well and my family. You need to be willing to think big and dream big. You know, if you ask a 7 or 8 year old what their goals and their dreams are, they might tell you that they want to be, you know, a superhero or whatever else. But, you know, we quash those dreams as we get older and we kind of shrink them to match our income. So we're going to help you to kind of realize what your big dreams are and, you know, think to yourself, what would I do if I won the lottery? Because that's what literally I feel like every single day. So you need to be self-motivated and willing to work with the person who invited you to listen into this presentation. And if they're brand new, they've got somebody helping them, so that's absolutely fine. You also need to commit the time that's required to becoming successful, as I've already mentioned. And that for some people can be a matter of weeks, and other people it can be a matter of months. You know, it's completely up to you. It's your plan and how quick or slow that you'd like to take it. You also need to be prepared to tell everybody what it is that you're doing. You know, it's not MI5 and your mouth is your shop window. So, you know, share it with people that you really care about. You need to be coachable and attend the relevant trainings. Now, a lot of those you've already heard are online, which is how we can build a global business from the minute that we get started. And the relevant training just means that, you know, you can be a jack of all trades and you can touch upon all of the different product ranges in the marketplace. Or you can be, you know, really, really homed in on the weight management or the animal care. It is completely up to you. You also need to commit time for the regular customers, building your team and developing those 5 key people that you've heard Claire talking about. And also have a great attitude. You know, we all know those people that light up the room when they walk out of it as opposed to walking into it. And it's a really positive environment that we work in, which is why you can hear the passion throughout all of the different speakers on the presentation. So whatever your decision, we hope to work with you again, and we look forward to hearing from you. And whatever that decision is, you know, if it's a no, then don't walk past those products. You've already heard they can be absolutely life-changing for some people. But we want to thank you for spending your time for listening to this presentation, and we hope to work with you again soon. Thank you.